It's fucking pickled eggs, man. Who the fuck is buying this shit? I mean, then there's me. I'm buying this shit. That's who's buying this shit. Is it all just joke food? Is it all just people who are like, this is a joke? Well, hello. I'm Andy. Welcome back to Andy Snacks. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry, it's been a couple of weeks. Just one of those times where I needed to take a little bit of a break, and so I did. Thanks for the kind messages from the couple of folks that sent them. I appreciate it. Well, I don't know about you, but I love a good pickled egg. They're like sour and salty and spicy and generally taste pretty good with beer. I don't always feel like making a batch of pickled eggs, so I went to the store the other day and I grabbed this jar of Old South brand pickled eggs since 1947. I mean, gosh, they wouldn't have been making them that long if they weren't any good, right? And, you know, the 1940s, it's like, it's hard to think of anything bad that was a product of the 1940s. But I figured these couldn't possibly be that bad. What a great snack idea. Old South pickled eggs are great for picnics or anywhere that you want a delicious, low-carb snack. Well, don't I just? Chop them up in salads? No. Or just eat them by themselves? Yes. Pickled eggs are an all-time favorite. This product is gluten-free. Well, of course it's gluten-free. It's eggs and vinegar. Like fucking gluten-free bullshit. This is a product of Arkansas. Very likely the only food product I have in my apartment right now, but it's a product of Arkansas, so that's interesting. There's not really that much stuff in here. It's just eggs, water, vinegar, salt, well, natural flavors, and then polysorbate 80. I assume that's a preservative. I'm no polysorbatologist. But let's crack this open and see how it tastes. It just smells like vinegar. It really just smells like white vinegar. There's probably like some pepper, black pepper flavoring going on, but really the only thing I can smell is white vinegar. This is a really unfortunate looking egg. Keep that spoon in there just in case we want to have another one in a minute. It's rather small, kind of lumpy. I mean, the lumpiness is going to be expected a little bit because it's been packed into a jar with other eggs. It's very rubbery. It's clearly been in the brine a while. The best by date on the jar is November of 2021. I think I've had these in my fridge for a few months now. Maybe since November. I don't know what the shelf life on them would be then. 3 years, 4 years, something like that probably. I'm currently trying to think of other things to say so that I can put off taking a bite out of this egg. But I think I've run out, so now I'm going to do that. All right, let's give this a taste. Well, that's what the inside looks like. You probably wouldn't be able to distinguish that from a regular hard-boiled egg just by sight alone. Oh my god. Wow, that is immensely sour. I really wish I would have grabbed some paper towels before I started this. That is incredibly sour in a very unpleasant way. All it tastes like is an egg that's been soaked in white vinegar. That's bullshit. This is not a good pickled egg. If anybody was to have tried this, they would probably immediately think that they don't like pickled eggs. I wonder if it's any better if we put some pepper on it. Then we can like mask the flavor of everything else that's going on. It tastes better. Maybe it just tastes better because that was a smaller bite. It's not good. I suspect maybe that you could put enough hot sauce on it to make it edible. And maybe I could like chop it up and put it in some potato salad or something. Chop them up in salads? No.
But it's terrible. Anybody who would eat this god-awful fucking thing would hate it because it tastes like exactly what it is, which is just some cheap, shitty eggs put into a jar and then topped up with white vinegar. It's terrible. Nobody would choose to eat this if they had a better alternative. And we can do better. I know I can do better because I've done better before, and that's what I'm going to go do right now.
You'll need 1.5 cups of cider vinegar, 1/2 cup of water, 2 tablespoons of pickling salt, a tablespoon of freshly ground black pepper, a tablespoon of mustard seed, a tablespoon each of chopped garlic and ginger, 6 serrano and 4 habanero chilies, slit up one side, a dozen not necessarily so fresh eggs. Bring the eggs to a boil, turn off the heat, cover and wait for 14 minutes. Cool them in cold water, crack and peel. Don't forget to film that part. Put all the rest of the stuff into a non-reactive pot, that's basically stainless. Simmer that covered for 10 minutes. Pack the eggs and peppers neatly into a 1-quart jar, or you can do what I'm doing and just sort of toss them in there. Layer in garlic, ginger, and mustard, or forget until the very end and then just sort of make shit work. Cool and refrigerate for 2 weeks. These are going to keep for about 2 months.
Well, there we go. Here's a pretty nice looking quart of pickled eggs, if I do say so myself. It's a quart jar or a liter jar. Fits about a dozen eggs. These were jumbo, I think, or extra large. They were bigger than I normally get just because they were on sale. I think we already covered that, right? About how old eggs are actually better for like boiling because they peel. I know this is a little bit of a shorter video with a much quicker overview of how I do this particular recipe. I'm going to do a little bit longer of a version. Just wasn't entirely happy with the way things came out on this one. I'm a little rusty because it's been a couple of weeks. You know, this is like the first time I've tried to force myself back on camera. And shit sucks sometimes. Life is full of pain. God is dead. We're all alone. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time, right here on Andy Snacks. I don't like wearing t-shirts on camera. It's not as easy to hide how fat I am.